We talked about in the offseason, slot position very important in the National Football League, especially in your offense. Jamison Crowder continues to impress. 43 receptions at the season's midway point against Miami, 8 receptions in all for 83 yards and a touchdown. He gets you off on the right foot here. First possession, you need a first down, third down conversion.
Yeah, this is really good by Sam, because this is a form of the coverage that really got him last year at Miami. They kind of copycatted that coverage where it looks like it's middle field closed. They drop the safety down. These guys go to cover 2, and this is where he threw that pick 6 last year to Jerome Baker. Mm-hmm. And the good thing is this is a coverage that our defense runs quite a bit. So he's seen this before, something they hadn't shown before in the past, but he did a good job of sticking with his progression, and he finds Jamison. They make it hard sometimes because the way that they play it is they will play corners over, which all 3 receivers, and they'll play zone. But at least he knows he doesn't have man here because he doesn't have corner, nickel, corner. Mm-hmm. So he knows it's some kind of zone here, and that's why he's able to just know right away what his progression is going to be and where he should go with the ball. And his footwork was, he did a lot better job this week as far as just alignment and just opening his hips up and just making sure his target line was good.
And that's something you were stressing in that game. This is a 4th down play here, and there are a lot of people helping to make this happen.
You know, something we talked about being aggressive, especially, you know, on this side of the field. They get into what we like to call a bear front, where they got these 3 big guys, 3 technique, nose. They got the 3 interior guys covered up. They got 2 guys on the edge here. And then what they do is occasionally and this is an old New England thing, they'll bring the linebacker through the A-gap. And this will put Le'Veon and Jerome Baker one-on-one.
And he gets over right in time. What about the formation? Because you got Ryan Griffin over there. He's on the ball. You got both receivers off the ball.
You look at this as this guy's got him man-to-man. They got a choice to play how to play this. They can say, hey, we're just going to lock this, and this guy outside guy has him, and the inside guy has DT. Or what they can say is, this guy has first out, okay? Or if Robbie goes up, he's got him. If Robbie would go across the field, this guy would take him, and a DT to this, he would take him. And the term that's used a lot in the NFL is lock and combo. So they combo those 2 outside guys. So it's just all about the releases.
So 3rd down again, and you convert into the end zone. DT is the guy running the traffic here, and Jamison has a nice, easy release to the pylon.
Yeah, this is in this coverage, what they're doing here is you're getting your corners over, you're sitting there going, well, it's man
indicator, yeah.
But the biggest thing that these guys are doing, they're going to play really kind of what we call a brackets look, which is these guys are going to be doubling in some capacity. You just don't know how they got it set up. You don't know if it's like, hey, he's got this guy, he's doubling with this guy, he's doubling here. So you're kind of figuring out how they're going to play it out on this snap. And with this, a lot of times in this coverage, this is kind of, you got to read it out because you're not sure how it's going to play out. And they kind of have a little bit of communication issue here. You know, it's just all about right time, right coverage, good execution. Guys do everything right.
Now, here's an example of Sam on the move, but I thought he did a very good job keeping the play alive and not forcing the action, putting it on a ball where only Robbie can catch it.
This was good. This was something that we work on. It's not always easy to work on in practice, and what you get in the game is going to be a little different because it's so much faster here, and you got to think so fast. And Robbie does something that we work on all the time, which is he does a good job of pushing up, and then he snaps back and creates separation right there. You can see kind of how he's created separation to help him see a big window so he knows, all right, I can get this ball in there. And then Sam does a good job of throwing it low. I'd rather have Robbie kind of work in that angle just because it just makes it's safer for us. You can't have anybody undercut him. His arm strength he has everything. He has all the throws you want. When he's on the move, he can throw accurate. He can throw with velocity. He can throw with touch. You know, it's all about, at this stage of his career, it's all about the right decision at the right time. And that's what he's working on. We have mistakes every once in a while, but he does a good job of cleaning up for the next time.
Okay, so let's shift to the defensive side of the ball. Quinnen Williams, the number 3 overall pick in the draft, picks up his first professional full sack.
Yeah, this is tough protection to run versus what we're doing here. They're going to pull the guard, which leaves him basically running free here. This guy's coming back. You got Steve putting pressure on here. I look at this as all these guys kind of helping each other. Quinnen ends up being the first guy to get back there, so it's good to. This was really good for him. He just went. He didn't think. He just went and made a play.
So they're both winning there because McClendon jumping in, and the center had just had no chance to get to.
Yeah, you have no
Quinnen.
chance. They're a little bit late off the ball, and this is why he was the 3rd overall pick. Is about just that getting off the ball, getting to the quarterback, find a way to disrupt the passer.
4 sacks in all against the Dolphins. Jordan Jenkins leads your team with 3 sacks. He's only played 5 games, but here's a great example of his never-dying pursuit. I mean, he was going to get to the quarterback.
This is a really good sack because this is not an easy play, especially against Fitz. He's gotten out of a lot of trouble when he does this. It really just starts here where we were covered. You know, we got guys close enough here, and this is a good job of kind of unselfish football. Copeland sets a pick for him. Jordan's coming up. He's wrapping around. Fitzy's going to bail. And now for Jordan to chase him down, there's so many times you see where guys fall off here. They dive at the wrong time, and they miss out on a sack. And he does a good job of starting to grab him, but then falling off at his leg and make sure that he's got him wrapped up so he can get a negative play.
The pick, is that a call, or is that something that the players can handle?
No, this is something that, this is a design deal where they do this, and then it's up and around like this. This is one of the tougher ones to pick up offensively because you don't always feel this one. And when you pick it up like this is where you have some issues because he usually is free coming around the edge. Fitzy kind of felt that something was up and tried to get outside the pocket. He just couldn't outrun him.
Folorunso Fatukasi, I know he doesn't get a lot of headlines, but he continues to make splash plays.
He's played really well this season. He's done things consistent. He's been violent. He's been able to execute the defense the way that needs to be done. And you can see here, he is walking the safety back, causing a negative run. And this is a big man. This is 2 grown men right here trying to work against each other, and you can just see his power right here.
If Fatukasi didn't even touch the running back, the center ends up making the tackle there.
It just shows his power, his strength, his ability, and his consistency that he's had all year has been phenomenal.